Assalamu alaikum kids, this is Ayaz again, and I'm going to teach you math for grade 7, and it's week 4 now. Week 4, lecture 3, and the topic is the same, other forms of inverse proportion. And the topics you can find in your book 2, page 29. And as usual, let's have a little bit recap of the things. Since you already have comprehended the inverse proportion relationship, which basically states that the two variables are going to be, two or more variables in fact, going to be have the inverse proportional relationship. If one of the variable increase, the other will decrease, while if the other one decreases, the other will increase, and this increase or decrease has to be in proportion. That's in words, and mathematically you can write it down. We have already studied this one, that if the two variables are inversely proportional, mathematically we can write it down as y2 over y1 is equal to x1 over x2. And remember, don't mix it up with the direct proportional relationship. Over there, this equation was y2 over y1 is equal to x2 over x1. So that's not the same here. Or mathematically, you can just cross multiply and you will get this x1 y1 and x2 y2. And graphically, when you draw y against x, means when the relationship is inversely proportional and you draw y against x, it comes out to be a hyperbola. This is kind of a special curve, and it's not a straight line. But if you draw the graph between y and 1 over x, it's definitely going to be a straight line passing through the origin. And remember, this y against 1 over x means you are plotting the inversely proportional relationship. And in this lecture I took the question number 4, which I thought a little bit difficult, it might be a little bit difficult for you. Exercise 1D, question 4, and its statement is z is inversely proportional to cube root of x. Then we have to find the value of z when x is 216. You could see one complete pair is there, 5 and 64, which we will use to find the constant of proportionality once we have the final equation, and then we will find the value of z. Here is the solution now. So mathematically we can write it down, z is equal to k divided by cube root of x. Remember, this 3 is not multiplied with x, this is cube root, and remember cube root means here it means x is power 1 over 3. This is the radical form of cube root. And of course inverse proportionality means it's going to be divided here. So we're using the complete pair z5 x64. I am replacing z and x here, z with 5, x with 64. Now just manipulating here, 64 could be written as 4 power 3. 4 into 4 is 16, 16 into 4 is 64. We have already done this kind of things in the grade 6. So 4 power 3 is 64. And why made it as a 3 over there? Because the cube root, I know if somehow I made convert this 64 into some kind of power, power of 3, 3 and 1 over 3 get cancelled, so like square and square root. So that's why I thought, and then I tried to a little bit thinking involved there, and then you will come up with the 4 power 3. So this cube root will be cancelled with power 3, and we'll get just the 4 here. So since I need the k, So I brought this 4 from the right side to the left, and k is equal to 20, 20. And replacing the value of k, and I got the final relationship, final equation here, 20 divided by cube root. And here is main question here. We need to find the value of z when x is 216. So just replacing the value of x 216 in the main equation. And again, I'm thinking now again, is there any number in which I can write it down 216 as a power of 3? Yes, 6 power of 3 is 216. 6 into 6, 36. 36 into 6 is going to be 216. So again, the logic is the same. Then cube root. So if there is a 3 power, it will cancel. So and now cube root will cancel with 3, and we got the 6 here. So I write it down in the fractional form here. There will be cancellation, and then either you can divide 10 by 3. That is also the correct answer. So that's we did with the question 4. And here is your third assignment. So I hope you will be able to do exercise 1D, question 1 and 5, which are quite similar to this one too. So I hope you will do it, and I will wait for your responses and see how much the topic you have comprehended. And that's it for today. Goodbye. Take care. Thank you.